Hey guys, welcome back. It's Tuesday, and I used to work in retail, which is hell. Please don't bring it up ever again. This is the first and only time I'm gonna reference it. But uh, from what I recall, in my years of retail, many years ago, um, 4 years ago actually now, I guess. Holy fuck, I'm old. Anyways, Tuesdays was new release day, so Tuesdays is going to be the day that I'm going to, hopefully, and this is tentative, watch a trailer of a movie that I have already seen and then talk about how good, awesome that trailer was, I guess, compared to the movie. And then I'm going to talk about what I actually thought of the movie. And I apologize in advance if I offend some of you. And also spoilers. So today, this Tuesday, I'm going to do Star Wars, the new Star Wars, The Force Awakens. So I guess here we go. I've seen this trailer many times. Eric forced me to watch it. I actually went to the movie without watching the trailer as much as Eric tried to get me to watch the trailer. So I watched the movie without even having any knowledge of what was in the trailer.
Who are you? I'm no one.
I was raised to do one thing. But I've got nothing to fight for.
Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started.
That just looks like a shitty thing made of Play-Doh.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
Han Solo, the only guy that can hold Han Solo slash Harrison Ford, the only guy that can hold
The dark side. A Jedi.
Can we talk for a second about how the fighter pilots of the uniforms haven't changed? They're
They're
still
real.
orange, freaking white life vest.
The Force. It's calling to you. Just let it in.
Yeah, okay, so I actually went and watched this. I think it was 5 days after it. 5 days after it opened. I bought tickets for Eric and my mom and my little brother, and we all went to watch it as a celebratory. I finished final exams for that semester. Another semester over kind of thing. But I don't know. Just a couple moments talking about the trailer for a sec. Number one, the trailer sucks compared to the movie. I will admit that. I know the whole point of the trailer was, build up suspense, get everybody into it. Like, yeah, gotta watch the movie. But at the same time, the movie, I don't know. I'm glad I didn't watch the trailer before watching the movie because I feel like I'd be so utterly disappointed by the trailer compared to the movie. Because watching the trailer compared to the trailer is shit. Like, the whole point is to build up suspense. But since I didn't watch the trailer to build up the suspense, I wasn't my point of view wasn't tainted going into the movie being like, oh yeah, it's another Star Wars movie. It's going to be awesome because, the first 6 were freaking amazing. Like, it wasn't like that. It was just like, okay, I don't know what to expect, so I'm going in this with a completely open mind. I'm not biased whatsoever. And as much as Eric tried to make me be biased and forced me to watch the trailer, as his work phone goes off, I'm just going to sit here and wait. He thinks he has to be completely silent during these, and I've told him he doesn't. But as I was saying, like, I wasn't biased going into the movie. I wasn't like, oh yeah, it's another Star Wars movie. It's going to be awesome. I was just like, okay, it's another Star Wars movie. It's how many years after the first ones? Like, I honestly didn't know what to expect. And I'm glad because I feel like I would have been severely disappointed. And now, break for the awesome pause. Anyways, so on to the movie and how I felt about the movie, and I'm gonna get so much hate for that, and I'm fine because my entire family loved it, and I was like the only one that was like, it was meh. It's, keep in mind this has been how many years since I've watched the original 2 trilogies. Back when I had cable and I wasn't a student and they were on Spike like every other friggin' month. But I was honestly disappointed, I guess. Like, yeah, I get it's the start of a new trilogy, it's the start of a viewer pool, like a younger generation is now getting into Star Wars, but can I just complain for a minute about how The Force Awakens was pretty much a rehash of everything that happened prior to it? Like, the Death Star. The Death Star was okay, they changed it into a planet. Cool idea. I will admit that. Cool idea, J.J. Abrams. But the goal was to still blow up the Death Star. And then there's the whole thing where, oh, and I don't remember what movie this is from, and I'm gonna be called a total non-Star Wars fan for not knowing this, but I'm terrible with names, so I'm okay with that. But Luke and Vader, they fight each other. Vader cuts off Luke's hand, he falls down a chute and is rescued. Like, there's that aspect. There's the Death Star aspect. There's so many aspects that were repeated, and I don't care if it's by new characters with pretty new lightsabers. It bothers me so much that everyone was so in love with it. The new generations were so in love with it, and yet half those people probably have never seen the original trilogies. Like, I grew up on Star Wars. I loved watching Star Wars as a kid, but this made me angry. And it's not because of the new characters. I love the new characters. Like, I'm not gonna get the actors and actresses' names right, but having the female lead, that is a great spin on it, because aside from Leia, we had no strong female lead in the original trilogies. And it's nice, instead of being like, okay, here's the guy's gonna save the day. No, we have a chick. It is a female, and like, it's a nice twist. Another thing that bothered me about this movie, for the past 6 movies, a stormtrooper can shoot oh man, I'm so frustrated with this that I can't even get the words right. A stormtrooper can shoot at a non-moving object and miss it. Completely fucking miss it. And yet in this movie, in Force Awakens, we have a stormtrooper that just fucking beats the shit out of another character. That I don't know how to say this, or stormtroopers are notoriously known for missing. There's memes about it. And yet in this in this movie, they fucking broke the stormtrooper mold and fucking made a stormtrooper that can actually hit something. Go figure. And Kylo Ren, oh my god. Oh, maybe it's just because I didn't like that actor. Because I didn't. And it's not, oh, I didn't like that they picked that actor for this movie. It's just that I don't like that actor in general. Even in other movies that he's been in, it's just kind of like, eh. But how do you fit all of that hair under that helmet? And what is the obsession with chrome recently? Like, Darth Vader, yeah, okay, black plastic. But it was, it was old. I guess they're keeping up with the trends, Everybody likes chrome on their vehicles now. I guess chrome helmet is the new thing. I don't know. But so many things bothered me about this movie. So many things. And then let's talk about the fact that everybody's saying that Harrison Ford's character, Han Solo, got killed off. Sorry guys, spoiler, if you haven't seen it, you should probably crawl out from under your frickin' rock and actually go watch the movie. But Han Solo gets killed off and everyone's like, oh, it's because he didn't want to do any more Star Wars films. No, newsflash, there's a frickin' Star Wars prequel coming out in the next couple years based on Han Solo, on the character of Han Solo, and frickin' Harrison Ford volunteered himself to play the young Han Solo. So you can't just say, oh no, they killed his character off because he doesn't want to be in Star Wars anymore. Bullshit. I call bullshit. And there's because this repeated so many other movies, so many different aspects of other movies. Everybody's saying, oh well, when Luke fell down the little chute tunnel thingy, he didn't die, so therefore Harrison Ford's not dead. Han Solo's not dead. I'm pretty freaking sure he's dead. Sorry to break it to y'all, but I don't think you can survive a lightsaber stabbing through your heart, even though it would automatically cauterize it. But still, your heart. I don't think you could live that. Especially the explosion that comes afterwards. I don't think he's living that. I don't think he's living through that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But what was really touching about that moment is Chewie's reaction to it and Rey's reaction to it. Like, Rey barely freaking knows Han, and she's devastated. Like, I cried. I knew it was coming, and I cried. Mind you, I'm a sap, and I cry at most sad parts in movies and some happy ones, so. But still, like, I'm gonna sneeze. I can feel the sneeze coming on. And almost knocked my headset off. But like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't watch the trailer that I went into this movie having no expectations, zero expectations, non-biased. Like, Eric watched the trailer, I think at least 150 times before going to the movie. And that might be an underestimated amount. Because the dude was obsessed with it. He still is. He still watches it. And it's like, oh my god, it's so good. But like, the trailer didn't build up my expectations, so I had no idea what to expect. And I mean, everybody, like, you watch some of the react videos that are on YouTube to this, and all the older generation that friggin' watched the original Star Wars when they were young. Like, saying I grew up on Star Wars is not true. Like, I grew up watching the movies. I didn't grow up as they were coming out, so I wasn't like, oh my god, that movie was so amazing. I can't wait X amount of years until the next one comes out that I can see it, that I can see the second one. No, it was, I watched the first one. Oh, look, the next day, the next one was on the same TV channel. Like, I grew up watching them, but I didn't grow up while they were coming out. So, I mean, you see these people who reacted to the trailer who actually grew up waiting for these movies to come out. And all of them are like, oh my God, yes, I'm going to go watch it because I'm a Star Wars fan and I feel obligated to watch the movie because it's Star Wars. But, I would love to see their reactions on what they actually thought of the movie. Because to me, it just ripped off other trilogies, like the previous two trilogies. Maybe that's just me. Who knows? Sue me if it is. I'm sorry. But, like, I don't know. I wasn't biased. And maybe in a way that should have made me think that the movie was better than I thought it was, because then I can look back and be like, oh yeah, the trailer sucked. Which, as a teaser trailer, that was actually a decent trailer. But compared to the movie, it really did suck. Like, it showed a few highlights of what happened in the movie, but you know how most trailers you see for like an action movie or anything like that, it's like all action, 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 action. And then there's like, oh, look, some emotion, more action. And you watch it and it's like, oh my God, that is so good. I have to watch the movie. But at the same time, before watching the movie, you're like, holy shit, what if they put all the action sequences that are in the movie in the trailer and there won't be anything different? That's not how the Star Wars trailer worked. Like the Star Wars The Force Awakens trailer and the movie worked. Like the trailer barely captured any of the serious action that was going on. But I don't know, I still maybe I'm a horrible person. I still didn't enjoy the movie. I mean, I like the new characters that they introduced. I fucking hated that they killed off Han's character, Harrison Ford's character. Like, even BB-8 was freaking adorable. Like, they're making little, oh, what's the, Spheros, I think. Spheros. Yeah. They made little Spheros, which is a company, in case you haven't heard, of BB-8s. Like little genuine droids. They're like this big. Like, BB-8 was a cute character, and I don't know. He's like, I don't know. Just so many different aspects of this movie made me angry, and Eric blames it on the fact that I went into the movie without watching the trailer, and if he wants to think that, that's fine. But I blame the fact that it was the movie that copied the other movies. And Eric keeps constantly telling me, well, this was the seventh one. They have to bring in new fan base. They have to blah 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 blah. Well, if kids actually wanted to be a part of the Star Wars fan base, fucking watch the first six. Not a hard concept, right? Like, oh. But Eric keeps saying, oh, it's the seventh movie. The eighth one's going to be completely different. And I hope to fucking God that it is. Because if it's the same rehash shit, and I'm not saying that the Star Wars movies were shit, because I did enjoy the original trilogies. But if it's the same rehash shit that this movie was, I'm not going to want to watch it. Because it's almost like, okay, retell, like, it's almost like a remake to me. Like, if you're just gonna rehash the stuff, the things that happened in the other movies, why not just do a remake with new cast for the younger generation, like they did for, God, I can't even remember what couple movie series that they did that with. But like, I don't know, guys. This movie made me angry. Eric thinks I'm crazy, but this movie made me angry. Oh, and the other thing, can we talk about the freaking conspiracy theories about Rey's character for a second? Yes! In the comic books, Luke had a daughter. Huh. Cute. But when you actually think about it, Luke was so devoted to being a Jedi that he would not fucking throw the rules out the window. At least I don't think he would. Everybody's talking about how Rey is either friggin' Luke's daughter or what's the other theory? That she's the manifestation of the Force, similar to the way Anakin Skywalker was. Anakin Skywalker was conceived purely from the Force. He was a virgin birth, I guess you could say. His mother was the new Virgin Mary. I'm not religious, so I apologize if I offended somebody just then. But like everybody's saying that Rey's the new miraculous conception. But I don't know. And you could tell that Luke recognizes her. You can tell that somehow she's been trained in the ways of the Force. Because you don't just pick up a fucking lightsaber and just go, oh, and learn how to fucking use it like that. But she does. So, and it talks about how Luke was training these kids to become Jedi. And how the one kid, go figure, ruined that. So my theory is, because it's obvious at the end of the movie that Luke recognizes Rey, that Rey was one of the students that he was teaching. And somehow they all got memory wiped, except for Luke, because he went into hiding. So who the fuck's gonna find him and get him to tell? But my theory is that she got her memory wiped. She was one of the students that he was teaching, and that's why she knows so much. And it's not because she's his fucking daughter. I would like to personally have enough faith in Luke that he wouldn't go against the ways, like the rules of the Force like that. Everybody else thinks I'm wrong. My brother thinks that Rey is Luke's daughter, and I think he's completely wrong, but he thinks I'm completely wrong. So we're just at a standstill of difference of opinions, which is fine, but I'm not sure that I agree with any other conspiracy theory. Like, I genuinely think that the movie sucked. It was a rehash of the old movies, and that the only reason Rey is so trained in the Force is because she was Luke's pupil before shit went down and Luke went into hiding. Now you guys can hate me all you want. Bring it on. I'm a big girl. I wear my big girl panties and I can take it. But if you have another conspiracy theory, or if you just want to yell at me because you thought every word that came out of my mouth was blasphemy and I should be sentenced to death, I don't know, let me know in the comments, because I don't like the conspiracy theories I've read so far. I don't. So if you guys have a better one, or if you want to add to one of them that makes it make more sense, then go hard. Feel free in the comments. I look forward to reading it. Um, so yeah, I guess this has been an interesting first video for this channel, which I'm hopefully going to do on Tuesdays. I have a big project coming out on Monday, so I gotta work on that. I gotta work my ass off on that. But feel free, like, comment, subscribe, tell me how much I suck, tell me how awesome I am if you thought this video was awesome at ripping The Force Awakens a new asshole. But, and hey, even let me know what movies / trailers you'd like me to review. Because I'm down with that too. Even if it's not even a trailer, if it's like a book compared to the movie, go hard. Because I would love to know. But that's all for this episode, because I'm getting hungry and supper is calling my name. So, bye guys.